9:45 here in the East Coast. A live look at the home of John Bolton in Bethesda, Maryland, just outside Washington, D.C. The former National Security Advisor had his home raided by the FBI earlier this morning in what has been described by sources as a classified information investigation, some sort of national security probe. Details scarce. We know, though, that Bolton who briefly worked for Trump in Trump's first term, has turned into a sharp critic of the president. Let's now bring in NBC News legal analyst and former general counsel for the FBI, Andrew Weissman. Andrew, perfect person to have with us today. Thank you so much for joining us. So let's just start drawing upon your experience here about what you can tell us as to how this would have happened, what sequence of events would have occurred for these agents to be at Bolton's home this morning.
Sure. So in order to do this search lawfully, there would have to be a warrant obtained by a court. And that means that the court would have to have found probable cause based on an affidavit that the government has prepared that there is probable cause to believe that there is evidence of a crime at the specific location to be searched. And so presumably that is what the United States Department of Justice and the FBI did. They would have to go to a federal judge or magistrate judge in the district where the search is happening. They couldn't go, for instance, to Florida or Texas to get the warrant. It would have to be in that district, and a judge would have to have found there was probable cause, a relatively low standard for believing that there is evidence of a crime there. And so that's the legal requirement for this to be done. I would note that it's important to sort of distinguish this, though, from what happened in the Mar-a-Lago case, where there also was a search done pursuant to a court order, because in that case, there was ample notice given to the former president that they wanted the documents returned. They did so orally. They did that through a subpoena. And when that did not work, only then did they proceed by a search warrant. So I'll be very interested to hear whether there was any notice whatsoever given to John Bolton, or whether this really is a very different situation than Mar-a-Lago, where they just, preemptively did this. And if that's the case, I'd be wondering, why did they do it that way?